Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marion and today we are doing a 10 before the end video. So here are 10 books that I really want to try to get to before the end of the year. The first ones that I have are two huge books. The first one is Le Comte de Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. This book I had started a couple of years ago, I think about 3 years ago, and I went through like 50% of the book and then I kind of like soft DNF'd it because I wasn't in the mood anymore. But I really want to get back to it, and I really want to be able to enjoy this book because I loved reading it. It was so much fun. It's such a fun adventure story and revenge story that I really want to continue doing that. That's the first one. The second one is a nonfiction that's really big. It's called Confessions of a Born-Again Pagan. This is all about recreating a god that is not the god of the Abrahamic religions. It's all about recreating a god that is all about nature and the world and the universe. And so that is really of interest to me, and I've been wanting to read it, but as you can see, it's really big. It's bigger than my head. That is completely insane. But I've been really wanting to get into it because it uses a lot of philosophical ideas, a lot of later thinkers like Aquinas and Darwin and Freud. And so that sounds really fun to me, but it's really big, so I don't know if I'll be able to finish it this year, but at least want to start it and get into it. Next, I have some fantasy and science fiction. The first one that I have is The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. This one, I think the third book just came out, and that sounds really interesting because we're following a justice that I think can do a bit of anything and everything that he wants, and we're following its apprentice. I believe it's like dual POV, or maybe we're just following its apprentice. I don't really know a lot about this, but that sounds really interesting to me for some reason. And I also just found the third book at my library sale for like less than $5, less than $1. So I decided, you know what? I need to start this one. So yeah, we're gonna start this one. Next, we have Gideon the Ninth. This has been on my TBR for forever. I've been hearing about this book for forever. Everybody says they're confused about what's happening in there, so I think I'm gonna be confused too about what's happening in there. So, sorry if you can hear my cat, she's going crazy. But yeah, I'm actually excited about this, to go into it. I really know nothing about it besides its necromancers, and it might be a sapphic romance, maybe? Well, maybe not a lot of romance in it, but maybe like sapphic, I don't know. We'll go into it blind and we'll see. Next one that I kind of associate with it too is Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett. This is the magic system that really drew me in. I really like coding, that's like my day job, and so when I realized that the magic system in there is based on that, is based on basically rewriting words and pieces of code basically for each element of the world, and you can reshape it in that way. I thought that that was so interesting. That's also another one that's on my TBR for ages, so that's something I really want to get to this year. Ooh, sorry. I moved you guys. And then we have The Three-Body Problem. I also just found at my library sale the third book in this series, so I thought this is a sign that I need to start this one. This is science fiction. I also don't know much about it. I think you better go into it not knowing much about it. I heard there's some problematic things, especially with women, the way women are written, but that it's such a good story that it can be ignored. I think. I don't know if I'll be able to look past that, but we'll see. I at least want to start it and see if I enjoy it. I can always DNF it if I don't. Then I have two books that I've started years ago that I need to finish and I want to finish, and these two are my priority. They need to be done by the end of this year because I'm not taking them into 2025. I'm not. The first one is Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. This book has been on my TBR, on my to read list, on my started and never finished read list for ages, and I really am enjoying it. I'm right now around 50% into it. I'm about 50% into it, and I am loving it. It's just there are some characters sometimes that the storyline, the way it goes, I'm not a big fan of. And so I'm kind of avoiding it by not reading it. But I want to read it. I want to finish it. It's supposed to be the best book in this series so far. Like, a lot of people are obsessed with this one, and so we'll see. But I want to finish this one. Next one I want to finish is The Sword of Kaigen. I am about 30% into it, not even that, 10% into it, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm having trouble getting into it fully. I'm having trouble really connecting with the characters. It's been really difficult for me for some reason. We're following a kid who goes to school to learn to harness his Gia, which is his magic, and also you following his mom as well. So it's in the past and the present. It is a fun story. I like the concept initially, and I like how, without spoiling anything, the belief system of the kid is gonna basically be crumbled down by this new kid that arrives into school. And so he's gonna try to find some answers. So that I love. I love that concept. I love that concept. I love when belief system get completely uprooted and you have to find new beliefs because what you believed in now might be false. And so I love that. And I really want to finish it. That's something that I'm really, really, really enjoying. So we'll see, but that's top of my priority list. So that's one that I'm currently reading. I have the audiobook. I don't really like the audiobook. I'm not really enjoying the audiobook at all. So I think I'm gonna go back to physically reading it. Or maybe on my Kindle, we'll see. The last two are by the same author. Oh my god, did I move you again? Yeah, I did. Sorry if I keep moving you. But the last two are by the same author, by Clarissa Pinkolastis. This is Untie the Strong Woman. So this is all about Mary Magdalene of the Christian faith and how we can use her to become stronger women. And so this is a continuation of Women Who Run with the Wolves. It's not really a continuation per se, but it's about similar concepts. So those two are the two that I want to read. They're nonfiction. I'm in the middle of Women Who Run with the Wolves. I'm loving it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with this writer. She is an autobi author for me now. And so I want to start the second book of hers and see how that fares. But yeah, here you go, guys. That was my 10 before the end video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye!